For a non-conference matchup between the Miami, Ohio Redhawks and the Purdue Boilermakers here on Big Ten Plus. I would like to welcome you inside the booth. I'm T.J. Solkaitis, and today, Gossett gets ready to deliver, and that one's on the outside corner. Strike three from Julian, an RBI, and also walked as well. This one is going to be a high pop-up into shallow left field. Called off there was Mariah Poehler by the shortstop of the Purdue Boilermakers. Here's a full count pitch, and that one will be low for ball 4. So a great at-bat there from Chloe Parks to work the full count, and she gets the walk. She's had a terrific season batting in the 4 spot for the Redhawks. As this time, though, she's going to hit a pop-up down the right field line and caught in foul territory. Nice play there from Olivia Meeks, and that will do it here for the top of the first inning as Purdue gets out of it with just one base. Purdue coming into this one on a 5-game winning streak as they look to continue things here as Chloe Banks takes ball 4, and she'll head on down to first. 1,100 on base plus slugging. Puts this one on the ground to third, and that one gets underneath the glove of Erin Pinter. But good backup there from the left fielder. And Carrie Kruger against Illinois, a 286 average for her with 18 RBIs. This one's fouled off to the left, and that one will be caught out of play. Erin Pinter makes up for her error on the last play to record the out.
Runners on, and there's a lot of speed on the base paths.
And Gossett out in front of another one. Banks tries to steal, and she gets in time. Ball got away from the catcher. Gossett strikes out, but two runners now, and a lot of pitches thrown by her in this first inning. A full count pitch and a changeup. A great off-speed delivery from Reeves. Gets herself out of it on the strikeout by Delaney.
In the early innings, the only there's a line drive into left.
Yeah, Carter got a hold of that one just out ahead of it, but was able to drive it into left field as Poehler brings it back in. But a leadoff single here in the top.
She knows her strengths, and she knows that that's not one of them, so don't try it.
There's a shallow pop-up to center field. Coming in and catching that one, center fielder Jordan Ramos to make the play, and that will. But Gossett not this time. A walk there for Merritt, and now Erin Pinter will step up to the plate here for the Redhawks. A runner in scoring position, just one out in the inning.
Good job by Pinter holding back.
Gossett comes back inside, strike 3 taken. 2 away now here in the top of the second. Nice job from Gossett coming out of the balls. 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on base here for the Redhawks in the top of the second inning. As Gossett fires, and that one will be strike 3. Julia Gossett has 2 on, but they are left on base as she's able to get the last 2 batters of the
conference game in late April, but Miami really trying to turn their season back around here today.
Scarmardo flares one out to center field, but that one will be sat on and caught by Jenna Golan-Besky. And here's Reeves with the delivery, and that one a swing and a miss from Meeks. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second inning for Madeline Reeves.
Bobcats, so the Redhawks still have a very good chance to come out on top of the MAC.
And we get ourselves a hit by pitch there. Has just taken into the elbow. Jordan Ramos.
Tough angle to see that from on a left-handed batter.
2-2 pitch. That one's up the middle, fired over to first base. Caught and out there. Miami of Ohio's able to get out of it as Reeves comes back. Purdue's hoping that she can find that here in the top of the third. As a ground ball over to second base, picked up and fired over to McFadden for the first out.
Might be one of those situations, you know, a lot of those are so, you know, they can be so different, and it's so entertaining to watch the chess match of, okay, you know, we're just going to move runners around. We're going to, you know, shoot for the long ball. Maybe we'll strike out a lot more, but if we're...
Here's Gossett now. That one, a flare out over to shortstop, but a great running play there from Ashlyn Campbell. She's able to grab that one for the third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Julia Gossett, and Purdue looks to get things going in the bottom of the Reeves pitch count keeps on climbing. Up to 50 here with nobody out in the bottom of the third. And that will be ball 4, so Banks works herself another walk. 11th in Division I baseball, or softball rather. In batting average as we see a bunt laid down, and she gets over to first base in time. And that's part of the reason that batting average is so high, the effectiveness on her bunt as well.
Looks like it must have been a foul ball because the count goes to 1-2.
As we see Banks go and take second base. Great job there reading the ball in the dirt. And here's the full count delivery from Reeves. That one's hit up the middle by Puller, and Banks is rounding third, going for home, and she's gonna be there standing up, and Puller takes second base. Yeah, good step on the home plate.
Very clearly missed the dish, and the home plate umpire recognized it. Matt Jackson never pointed to the plate. So, yeah, great read by Conlon here. You can see Banks steps in front, steps over it. Luck for Purdue.
And here's Reeves. That one's a ground ball to third base. Play at the plate. Ball is dropped, and Puller is able to score. And Condon's trying to go for second now, but she is thrown out at second base. Great job there from the catcher, McKenna Campbell, to realize that, throw it over to second base, and the tag there made by Chloe Parks. So one away, but a run does score on the play.
Yeah, bang play here at home. We'll get a great look at it here. As Polar, they had her dead to rights. If Campbell can hold on to that, unfortunately the ball a little bit away from her. Never really.
I think it was just a bit of a late reaction. Saw the ball, but Gossett puts this one, a high fly ball out into left field, sat on and caught for the second out of the inning by the left fielder, Carrie Kruger.
Yeah, that ball.
Here's the pitch and a line drive, but that one is caught by the shortstop. Kaylee O makes a nice play. Reef got all of that one, but nothing to show for it. Purdue scores 2 in the bottom of the third.
No doubt.
As a single, no, robbed in center field. Great play by Jordan Ramos, laying out for the first out of the inning.
That, I have no idea.
And now here's Gossett. The off-speed pitch got Carter frozen, and that's going to be another strikeout. Gossett tries to get herself out of this inning. And she does. Another strikeout, a swing and a miss from Golembeski. 2 weeks left, the softball left. As Scarmardo, a little flare out to second base, and that one is caught. Chloe Parks is able to grab that one for the first out of the inning. Coming off 2 series wins as well. A win against Minnesota, 2-1 in that series. It's a ground ball over to third, thrown over in time to Carter for the second out. There's a single up the middle, shot away by Jordan Ramos. Made a great play last inning, and now getting a single for herself here in the bottom of the fourth.
Nice 2-out base hit there by Ramos. Well,
but 2 outs away now in the bottom of the fourth. A runner on first. A ball in the dirt and an easy stolen base there from Ramos. And once again, we talked about the speed in the out.
Base hit by Campbell here with 2 outs. Ramos is going on contact.
And Campbell's going to lay one down. A close play at first base, but beat by a step. And the Redhawks get out of that one without letting up a run. A 2-out single from Ramos through these Miami, Ohio batters.
And Merritt's got to be thinking, man, what do I have to do? I don't need that going against me too.
As a short hop and an error made over at shortstop. Here's Gossett with the 2-2. And Patton swings and misses. Another strikeout there. The 7th on the game.
Come in cold. Maybe it's been a couple weeks since you've swung a bat competitively.
It's in the 1-2 count. the 8th strikeout of the day from Julia Gossett. Gets, especially in a 3-1 count, don't want to walk the batter, but also don't want to give her anything too good to hit. As a chopper back to Gossett, she makes the play over to McFadden at first base. First runner gets on once again, but Gossett's able to go 1, 2, 3 after that. Another scoreless frame for Julia Gossett. That's what's so dangerous about the top of this order for Purdue. As a nice little soft hit falls right at the feet of the right fielder, Shelly Kunkel, and that's going to be a base hit there for Chloe Banks. As Banks is caught in between and thrown out at first base. Puller squared around for a bunt, but pulled back last second. Banks was too far off. And here's a 3-1. Outside for ball 4. And Puller finds herself walking down to first after the walk. The big part of the lineup for the Boilermakers. A little high pop-up out in the shallow center field, but ran over and caught by Kaylee O. So now 2 out.
Banks and Puller both reach.
And Gossett fires one over to third base, but it is caught. A nice heads-up play from Erin Pinter. You've seen that happen a couple of times. Gossett tries to help herself out. And now here's Gossett with the full count. And that's a line drive out to left field, but Puller is there to make the play. A great battle at the plate from as Gossett is going to walk Parks for the 2nd time today. A runner on first with 1 out, and our runner on first will have to see if there's any movement over there. And a swing and a miss, chasing on the outside half of the plate, and Gossett gets her 9th strikeout of this game. Gossett with another 3-2 pitch, and a little check swing, and that one is on a line over to first baseman Olivia McFadden to retire the side. Going into the bottom of the 6th inning, do just 3 hits. As there's one to shortstop. Fired over to first. That one is going to sail over the head of Ella Carter. So with the error, Reef is going to reach safely as Kaylee O fired that one just out of the reach. Scarmardo's found herself battling back. A 2-2 count and a swing and a miss. A nice pitch there and a strikeout for continue with a run here in the bottom of the 6th as Meeks is going to hit one out to right field. Coming in on it is Shelly Kunkel, and she makes the play.
So they know how to hang in close ball games and win them late.
As a swing and a miss, Shavrir comes in from the bullpen. An error has a 3-2 pitch, a towering pop-up over to Meeks at second base, who is able to get under it and catch it for the first out of the inning. So Gossett does a good job fighting back after going down 3-1 to record the first out of the inning. Merritt did reach base safely earlier today as a ground ball now over to Meeks. She fires it over to first base. McFadden's able to squeeze it over there, and now there's 2 outs away here in the 7th inning. And Gossett is just 1 out away from another. Gossett with a 3-2 count. And strike 3, another strikeout for Julia Gossett. Her 10th on the day, hitting the double-digit mark once again. And the Purdue Boilermakers are able to hold on to a 2-0 victory over the Miami, Ohio Redhawks here today at Bittinger Stadium.
Yeah, it felt like Gossett was falling behind in counts all day long, but there again, she sends them down. Double-digit strikeouts once more, 4th time in the last 5 starts for Julia Gossett. Like we said, rounding into form when it matters. The Boilermakers take it 2-0 in a game that lasted 1 hour and 40